everybody, welcome back to the Essential Owl. Erin here today to cut Cumber Batch, the cucumber melon soap that I recently made. I apologize in advance for the mess that is my table. I have not even bothered to touch it to try to clean it. I'm going to wait until after I cut it because the soap is still pretty soft. It's actually the next day. It's been over 24 hours since I made this soap, and that's because I added so much pre-mixed titanium dioxide to try to whiten this up as much as possible. So it's much softer, and it's still pretty soft. I had to put it in the freezer for a little bit to get it to come out of the mold, but I was getting really impatient because I've got some other things that I need to work on. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, and if it doesn't work out, I have so much of this cucumber melon fragrance that I can go and make some more soap that looks similar but better because it'll have less water in it and it'll be just fine. My husband's home, so I apologize if you hear my dogs barking in the background. But let me just show you how this turned out. So here's the sides. You can see that nice melony pinky color in the green. And this did turn out whiter than I thought that it would. I apologize for the bad lighting. There we go. Anyway, and I did get some little divots in the sides and things like that, and I'm really okay with it. All that matters is what the inside looks like. And I don't know if you can see, but these look like glycerin rivers, which I've noticed that it seems like the more titanium dioxide you use, the more likely you are to get glycerin rivers. And this has a lot in it, relatively speaking, compared to how much I normally use in a soap. So there's probably a lot of glycerin rivers in this soap, which doesn't bother me. It's just an aesthetics thing. So, and you can see it's still very soft. I have little bits coming off on my fingers and stuff like that. So let's jump right into cutting. Alright, so let me get this lined up. What may happen if it's still too soft to cut after I cut this first bar, I'll probably stop and let it sit out and be exposed to the air for a little bit longer, and then I'll cut. So let's give it a try. And it is still incredibly soft. Now, it's a strange situation because the colored portions of the soap are harder than the white parts. So it's a little bit weird, but there's the back of the bar. Let me get focused on that. There you go. Then here's what the inside looks like. So again, these are all glycerin rivers, but that's fine. I don't mind them. So there's one side and the other. There's a little bit of an air bubble there. So yeah, some people really get upset when they get these glycerin rivers. It really doesn't bother me that much. It's just one of those things that happens sometimes. It doesn't affect the soap in any negative sort of way. It's just, it's a preference. It's a personal preference based on how you like your soaps to look. And I knew I was chancing it, but I wanted to try to get the soap as white as possible. So there's one side and the other. Oops, sorry, I had that out of frame. But what I will probably end up doing is making another batch and using my titanium dioxide the way that I normally do, and then selling this one at a little bit of a discount because of the glycerin rivers. Because some people don't like them. It doesn't bother me though. Or maybe I'll give these to friends and family. Who knows? So there's one side and the other. So there's one side and the other. Let me see if I can get this really close so you can see. If you can see what looks like little streams in the soap, that's what glycerin and rivers look like. So there's one side and the other. It might not look the prettiest, you guys, but I'm telling you, this soap smells amazing. I absolutely love this fragrance oil. There's one side, the other. You can see the top is a little bit peachy almost, and that's from the little bit of pink that was mixed into the top when I was texturing it. There's one side and the other. And that is the final bar, and it just has the ugly, not very pretty back, but that is all that I have for you all today. If you enjoyed this video, despite the fact that this isn't the prettiest soap in the world, then give me a like. Hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. It helps my videos get noticed a little bit better. If you enjoy this channel, subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you will get notified every time I upload. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.